トルミさん、お仕事何してるんですか？
日本語学校を経営しています。
なんで起業したんですか？
簡単に言うと、コロナで会社を起業しました。
本当ですか？いいですね。
趣味は何ですか？
ペインティング言うと、映画鑑賞です。
あ、いいですね。どんなペインティングしますか？
キャラクターを描いてします。トルミさん、趣味は何ですか？
車とジムです。
いいですね。
休みの日は何してるんですかリリーさん。
レストランもグリです。ゴードン・ラムズィギ肉パイ、雑味食べたことありますか？
ゴードン・ラムゼ大好きですけど、食べたことないです。美味しいですか？
美味しいです。
いいですね。
よかったら交換しませんか？
いいですよ。どうぞ。次、
あ、
ミートアップ、いつ来ますか？
またわからないです。また近いうちに。
OK です。じゃあ、また。
じゃあまた。
Right, well done, Lily さん. Good job. So, Lily さん, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining with me.
Thank you for having me.
So, you just actually present your Japanese skills right now. How do you feel?
I feel really good. I feel like excited and almost surprised how much progress I've made in such a short amount of time.
Amazing. Just you did 20 hours. Some people studying Japanese for decades. So you just did the 20 hours. You made a lot of progress. So you should definitely proud of yourself. How do you feel? Just the 20 hours.
I'm really good because I still have the 10 left and I just can't imagine how far I'll get after that. And then after
Mhm.
that even. So really good. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So tell me about yourself. Like, what do you do right now? And also why you start learning Japanese?
So right now I'm a chef at a nursing home in Massachusetts. So I do like cooking and stuff and so that's like my job. But the reason I learned Japanese is cuz I really want to be able to connect with people and like get through Japan cuz I'll be going there for my honeymoon. So I just want to be able to speak with people conversational wise and not just be using like Google Translate and all of that. So I just really want to learn it and keep it going too even after that. But
Amazing, amazing. How long have you been thinking about like learning Japanese or like you wanted to like more experience Japanese culture?
I think honestly, like most of my life, but I would say maybe in the past like 5 or 6 years, I've really been like,
Hmm.
okay, maybe I'll actually like do something about it and start to like really dive in. Almost when your like Japan Language Factory like popped up on my Instagram, I was like, oh,
Mm.
this is a perfect opportunity to do this because I've tried to learn other ways with like apps and stuff. And I feel like it didn't keep me going. It
Mm.
wasn't a good learning system for me personally, but
Yeah, please tell me about that. Like, a lot of people actually use Duolingo. A lot of people watch Japanese anime, and still really people are difficult to really learn the language. So, before visiting Japan Language Factory, what did you try for learning Japanese?
so I had a couple textbooks and I feel like I was overwhelmed and I
Mm.
was mostly trying to learn kanji and all this other stuff. And I think it was hard for me to learn both at the same time for it to stick the word and pronunciation. And then I also tried Duolingo and the same thing. I feel like it was hard for me to stay consistent with that. Yeah, being able to speak with somebody else, I think, didn't
Mhm.
help. It was hard to remember phrases and stuff.
How was your progress so far? Like, what did you experience and what did you really most learning or like what was the biggest actually things you learned in this 20 session with Japan Language Factory?
Yeah, I learned because the mindset switch and the different way of learning that it actually worked. And I feel like after that, after the first couple sessions of doing it with Yui-san, I think it helped raise the confidence to be like, oh my God, I can't remember that. And like we can speak in it, like it helped to connect more, having everything written down and also like practicing them. It like actually made me excited to like learn too, because I was like, I'm remembering it, so that was a definitely big key to that.
Amazing. So, what do you think is by experience this Japan language factory training? When people actually have a fear to memorize or study, what the kind of advice can you give after this experience?
I would say, yeah, it's just, I feel like mostly like the fear is just all really in your your head, and like I feel like it's easy to overthink and be like, I can't do it, but I think that like if you just give it a try and like I guess trust it, then it ends up maybe easier to like get into it, not be so scared to speak with other people and ask questions and all of that. So yeah, I think it was just have to let go and just trust the process.
Amazing. And then you
Yeah.
mentioned that you learned like this mindset. What do you
Yeah.
think if you describe yourself? What is this mindset to really progress yourself?
The mindset would be to not be scared and almost just give it a chance and just like believe that like okay, I can do this, and then it'll show, the progress will show, and then you can keep it going after that, keep the train rolling. Like yeah.
But it's everyday life is a pretty kind of same, you just want enjoy watching, some entertainment. Maybe you're not really feeling progressing something like towards to your dream or even language learning.
Mm,
It's really difficult to push yourself to make a progress. So
yeah.
what is actually going to be the advice to them?
I'd say, yeah, like I think that's a good start because even growing up, I started with like Japanese media and stuff, like anime I grew up on, and just different TV shows that now come out that are really popular. And I think it helps get the foot in because you're like, oh, it gets you interested. So I would say if you really want to take it further, yeah, you can take something like this and like still watch those things and hear different phrases and learn at the same time. I think it would be really helpful because that's what's helped me, even just to keep it in your space almost, so then it's always in your world so that you don't forget anything that you're learning.
Amazing. So it's every day you can keep it up by using or watching or even try to communicate with people.
Yeah.
So it's every day like a habit, right?
Yeah, even in like I listen to some Japanese music too. And so like even phrases I learn or words, I'm like, "Oh, I get that." And then it kind of connects more things that I'm not even learning from you guys. So I'm like, "Oh," and like it makes more sense when I'm hearing it in different ways too. So, yeah.
Exactly. Amazing. So Lily-san, thank you so much for joining this YouTube channel. And I'm very, very excited to see your progress even more.
Yeah, thank you so much, Terumi-san. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Amazing.